Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. I can't believe we're in 2020. I can't believe I'm filming a video for 2020. I can't believe 2019 went so quickly, but here we are, and I thought that I would do a video on something that caught my attention because I feel like I can apply it to my daily life. I don't know if any of you have this same feeling that I do, but if you are a makeup wearer, you tend to dirty a lot of brushes, a lot of sponges, and the one thing I hate more than, oh my god, cleaning dishes is washing my brushes. I despise washing my brushes. It is a complete struggle for me, and I was scrolling through TikTok, do not judge me, but I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw this video, and honestly, I found it so enlightening. There are sometimes I find a TikTok that's really hilarious, or some that I find that I'm like, wow, I didn't know this hack. I don't think I ever would have came across it if I wasn't just scrolling up the For You page. So I don't remember whose video I saw that had this, but I am talking about this little beauty blender washing machine. So I decided to do more research on this beauty blender washing machine, and from what I could see on YouTube, it probably came out maybe in May 2019, because most of the videos that I saw came out 7 months ago, and there weren't that many videos. I think maybe like 5 or 6. I didn't see a lot of people talking about this, and I'm a little curious why. I didn't watch the videos because I wanted to be able to form my own opinion. But essentially what it is, it's somewhat like a toy, but it also works. Now, according to the tag, it says a makeup brush cleaner. You can clean your brushes in this, apparently. I don't know if I would clean my brushes in this. I don't know if I would particularly use it to clean my brushes. I feel like that's a little bit like unnecessary. Cleaning my brushes, I have one of those mats. It goes pretty quickly and I don't have a problem. But my sponges, I tend to ruin because I like to scrub it really hard, and it ruins my sponges. So I have this dirty like Eco Tools Total Perfecting blender that I use a lot. So we're gonna use this washing machine, beauty blender washing machine on this sponge, and this sponge is relatively inexpensive. You could get it for $3 at Target. I've seen it range in prices. I'm also gonna be using the Beauty Blender liquid blender cleanser. As you can see, I use it a lot. For the most part, I don't use this as often anymore. I use Zote, which is like a detergent soap bar. It's like $1 or $2. I found it at Family Dollar, and that's what I use. But you can't really put a whole bar of soap in here, so I need to use the cleanser. Just some facts on this beauty blender washing machine. It varies in price. If you go on AliExpress, which is a low-key plug, by the way, I find some really great inexpensive stuff on AliExpress. You can get this for a little over $3, maybe $3.50. But the problem with buying on AliExpress is that you have to wait months for it, like months. And I don't have that type of patience. I am an Amazon Prime type of person. I want that 2 days, that 1 day, the same day shipping. So I don't want to wait for it. So I actually got this on Amazon. It's a lot more expensive on Amazon, obviously, because they jack up the prices, but I did get it sooner. So on Amazon, the lowest I could find it was $9, which honestly, $9 is not that bad. The most that I've seen it for is maybe like $13, and they always have like $1 off. So it could range anywhere from $3 to $13, depending on where you buy it. So I'll leave a link down below in case you're curious and trying it out, because who wouldn't be curious trying out a little washing machine for your beauty blenders. The one thing about this is that this is battery operated. It does not come with batteries, which kind of sucks, but it's 2 AAA batteries. I have those on hand, so I'll use that. So it has a little hose, which after you're done using it, you would actually untake the hose and use it to take it, so you would put it into another container. That way you can drain it instead of draining it from the top. This is what the washing machine looks like. You obviously can pop the top. It's, if I'm going to be quite honest, it's obviously like cheap. Like, this is very cheap feeling. It's cute. I think you can only, if you have like a regular size like beauty blender, honestly, I think you could just fit one. If you have the tiny ones, you could probably fit like 2 or 3. So when you press the button, obviously it makes kind of just like the sound of a washing machine, which is interesting. So I wouldn't recommend doing this in your room. I would suggest doing this in like your bathroom, your kitchen. Online, it says to add water 1/3 of the way. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add some of the cleanser and we're gonna see what happens. Let's see. Looks like 1/3 of the way. Now I'm just gonna pour some of my cleanser in here as well. Not that much because really it's just one sponge. And just gonna add my Eco Tools sponge into the washing machine. I'm going to close the lid and pray that nothing happens. So let's, like, well, nothing bad happens because I want it to clean my sponge. I just don't want, you know, a mess. So this is like very, I don't know if you guys could see, like, it's not even moving the sponge, like not in its entirety. Like it's not even submerging the sponge. Maybe the sponge is too like large. I'm gonna flip it around. Okay, once I flipped it around, guys, it just like stopped, like automatically stopped. Let me see. It just stopped. Like it's making a noise, but it's not like spinning the sponge. I honestly think that the sponge is too large for this container. But like once you take it out, it's clearly moving the water. Like I have to kind of like hold the sponge up. Okay, let's squeeze it out a little bit. I mean, it kind of cleaned the bottom a lot. Like the sponge was a lot dirtier than this, but the top is still dirty because every time I try to put it in, it just stops. So let's see. We're gonna, it's doing this weird thing. So we're gonna see. It's supposed to only do it for 30 seconds too. It's like definitely been more than 30 seconds, if I'm being 100% honest with you. It's definitely been more than 30 seconds. Oh, we're getting suds. This is like my worst nightmare. You have a washing machine dream where you put too much detergent and like the suds just go all over the floor? Me right now. Seriously, me right now. So it's been more than 30 seconds and this is what I'm left with. So obviously the sponge is still dirty. They do recommend that after you put it in, you definitely have to rinse it underneath the sink to get out the excess soap. I haven't done that yet, but the bottom is somewhat clean. It took off a lot of the products. I do think that this sponge is maybe a little too big for this machine. But the thing is, this is like a regular size beauty blender. Like the regular beauty blender is basically the same size. So I don't know how helpful this would be because every time you try to like move it around or something like that, it gets stuck. Now, to supposedly take the water out, you don't want to take it from the top. You take this little hose and basically what you will do is this way. And it's supposed to, I don't know if you guys can see that, take the water out of the washing machine. And then after this, what you do is you rinse it and then it'll be clean, which most of it is just a little bit sudsy inside, but all the water is out. And this is like the color of the water. So obviously you can see there's some like foundation cleaning stuff in here, but the sponge is still somewhat dirty. My final thoughts on this machine is that it's cute. I like the idea. I like the concept. I just wish that it was a little bit more executable in the sense of larger sponges. I'll tell you my pros and cons of this. Like my pro is one, the price. If you're willing to wait 2 months. This is like $3. This is a $3 machine. If you use a lot of the tinier sponges, it will take a lot of time away. It will save you a lot of time when you're cleaning your smaller sponges. It's also beneficial to people who have arthritis or any type of issues with their hands where scrubbing, as well as carpal tunnel, it alleviates some of that, you know, incessant kind of like gripping and going back and forth and cleaning your sponges. So that I do like. I feel like it would be beneficial for people like that, as well as other people who just don't like to clean their sponges. The con is that it doesn't really work for larger sponges. It takes off some of the product, but not all. So you definitely have to go back in and clean it again and again and again. Another pro that I like about this is the ease of taking the water out of the machine. All you have to do is use this hose, push it down, and the water comes out. I really like that concept. I think that's really well made. I do kind of wish it was bigger and that it worked a little bit better for cleaning the sponges, because I feel like that would be really beneficial, because this sponge, when it's wet, it expands. There's just not enough space in the chamber for it to move around and really kind of like clean the sponge. So again, for regular size sponges, I don't think that this will work, but if you use a lot of the mini sponges, I think that will work. I can't see myself using this to clean my makeup brushes, if I'm being 100% honest. Why would I have that sitting there? I don't find the use to cleaning my brushes. If you do, you know, kudos to you. I personally don't see that. I personally wouldn't use it for that. A couple of cons for me is, you know, it feels cheap. This is definitely like a kids, I would consider this like a kid's toy. The fact that it's not large enough to deal with regular beauty blenders when they expand. I wish that this had multiple settings. That would make it really useful, like if you want like a regular washing machine. I wish it would have cleaned my sponge a little bit better, because that would save me some time. It does take a lot of the product, so it would be like a good like first step if I want to like soak my sponges. But I can't see myself just like, okay, I'm just gonna put it in and it's automatically clean. Like, no, this has to be like hand washed, and that's just this. The purpose of this is to, you know, take some of the time away from cleaning my sponges. But alas, no dice. So overall, I'm not mad about this product. I feel like it has its benefits. Is it something that I would wholeheartedly recommend? I don't know. It really depends on you, honestly. I think that if you find that this would be beneficial to you in some capacity, then I would suggest, you know, getting it. But I would recommend getting it on AliExpress, so you could buy it for $3.50 rather than, you know, the $12 on Amazon. But if you're like me, you know, and that doesn't faze you, then go ahead and get it on Amazon. But I know it's a cute product, but I can't see myself using it that often. I may actually just return it, because I don't know about this one. It's hit or miss, honestly. And that's my thoughts on this Beauty Blender washing machine. I had such high hopes. I really had high hopes, because I was like, Kayla, you got this product. It's gonna work. You're gonna save some time when you're cleaning your sponges, and then it just crumbles. But that's unfortunately how life is. It didn't work for me, but that doesn't mean that doesn't work. It semi-worked. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this was a lot more dirtier, and it did clean the bottom. But as it started collecting the water and expanding, it just couldn't move the product. That's the problem. It couldn't move the sponge around to clean it. So again, I think that this would work on a smaller sponge and not this one. I may try it on a smaller sponge to see if I like it. But if I'm being realistic, I don't really use smaller sponges often. So I don't know. I hope you guys like this video. I'm sorry. I wish that it worked 100% on at least these regular size sponges, so that you guys could save some time and energy when you're cleaning your sponges. But unfortunately, it didn't. If you guys like these videos on weird beauty items, leave a like on this video, and leave a comment on something that you've seen or that you wish was created down below in the comment section. I'm trying to find different items to use to see if they create ease when doing any type of makeup or just like beauty in general. So leave any suggestions down below. Make sure that you check out my other videos on my channel. There's a variety of different ones. I can't believe we're in 2020. I have so many great ideas for videos. So stay tuned. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you are always notified of when I post a video. I hope you truly enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.